In the previous tutorials, you set up your GitHub project, added a serverless REST API, and created a web portal running off of a CDN. So now let's deploy it all to the live environment. When checking the live environment, you can see that the portals and the APIs all return errors when you try to load them up in a browser. The Scaffoldly Bootstrap project has set up the infrastructure, but we still have to deploy the application. That's where releases and GitHub Actions come into play. Every single time you push to main, a draft release is created for portals, APIs, and your infrastructure. First, go to the releases page for the Sly Auth API. Find the most recent release, click Edit, and then Publish. Let's do the same thing for the Cool API. You can also review the release notes that were automatically generated by Scaffoldly tooling, which includes your new REST API endpoint you added. Once again, click Edit, and then Publish to begin the deploy. Same thing for the Angular portal. Go to Releases, review the most recent release in the notes, and then click Edit, and then Publish. As you can see, the Authentication API is deploying and finishes. Checking in on the Cool API, you can see that it's waiting for the Auth API to finish deploying. By default, each serverless API considers everything a dependent except for itself. So it'll wait for the Open API specification to be available before it continues deploying. There's more details on this in the Scaffoldly documentation. Now that the Cool API has finished deploying, let's check in on the Angular deploy. It's also waiting on the Cool API now, as Angular apps depend on all APIs by default. But as soon as all the backend services have published a Open API specification document, it continues its deploy. Let's now go back to the pages we opened earlier for the services in live. Refresh, and now you can see that the Auth API is up, and the Angular portal is up. Then go ahead and log in to the Angular portal, and see that the most recent API change we added is also there. And now just repeat this process for as many portals as you want, and as many APIs as you want.